Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Hill. Welcome to my lesson for the week 4 digital learning assignment. First of all, let me give you the instructions. Number 1, you're going to watch Ms. Hill's lesson for the week. Link below, there is a question on your assignment that will be answered in the video, so everyone must watch it for the correct answer. Okay, so if you click down here, your reading response graphic organizer. Well, I'm going to give everybody a copy of this. So every single student will have their own copy that will be linked to your Google Classroom. You do not have to make a new copy. Please do not answer the questions on a new document. This document will be created for you on your Google Classroom. Okay, so when you click on it, it will open up one that says your name and is your copy. So click on the document. It'll open up a copy that looks just like this, only it'll have your name here. Okay. All right, so answer this question about Mrs. Hill's lesson video for this week. This is part of your grade. You must answer the question to get credit. List the 5 animals that Mrs. Hill talked about in this week's lesson video in order. You must watch the entire video to hear them. So the first animal that I'm going to talk about is the animal that you're answering the questions over. If you go to classwork, there's a link below that says that is your passage. So number 2, read the passage link below. The passage that will pop up from that link is, can technology help save the kakapo, the world's heaviest and only flightless parrot, from extinction? So what you're going to do is click there, read about the kakapo, answer the question here. So the number 1 answer I'm going to link for you, right for you, is the kakapo. All right, and I'll give you number 2, 3, 4, and 5 as the video continues. All right, so the next question that you'll have is going to be answer the questions in complete sentences. This assignment will count for 2 grades. Okay, so you're going to answer the questions in the Google Doc provided to you. Do not create another Google Doc or make a copy of this one. I have done that for you. This is going to count as 2 grades in the grade book this week, meaning what you make will be counted twice. Be sure that you use complete sentences and try your best. Okay, so the first question you get to type out next to it. All of these points, you just type your answer in the boxes, okay? So the article headline, you go to the article, find the headline, type it in the response. Publication name, this is going to be published by Dogo News. Publication date, look on the look on the text and see if you can find the date, the publication date. Is this a local, national, or international news story? You can figure that out by seeing if it just talks about one city, like is it talking about Wills Point or Dallas? National, is it talking about the United States as a whole? Or international news, as in another country, not the United States. So you'll just copy, or you'll just highlight one of them using the highlight button here. Next, what was the main idea of the article? In order to find the main idea, I will have posted new main idea anchor charts. You've seen these before. Okay, so how do I find the main idea? The main idea is what the story is mostly about. Ask yourself, what did I just read about? For example, your second animal for your first answer is manatee. Maybe we're going to read about a passage about manatees. Okay, so if that's the case, you would type in this portion. What's the main idea of the article? The article was about the life of a manatee. That's not really what this article is about. You have to figure out the main idea on your own. Okay, so look at the title, look at illustrations, look at clue words that are used repeatedly. Reread the first and last sentences and paragraphs. Do not just type, this article is about the cockapoo. Okay, you need to write, what about the cockapoo? Okay, not just that it's about the bird, what about the bird? Give me more detail in your sentence. Supporting details, whatever it is that you write in the main idea, you can type here. You're going to give me your supporting details. It is a direct quote from the text. Yes, Ms. Hill is saying you can copy and paste something from the text. You need to give two supporting details, a supporting detail here and a supporting detail here. Next, you must explain the significance of the quote. Okay, I want you to explain the significance. I'm going to drop these down to the next page. I want you to explain the significance of the quote. Okay, so whatever quote that you use, you guys need to type in the significance of that quote in the box below. Okay? Why is that quote important? Who is the article directed toward? So in this portion, who do you think the author wrote the article to? In the next question, why do you think the author wrote the article? The author's purpose. For example, if your article was about our third animal, the duck-billed platypus, why do you think an author would write about the scientific parts of a duck-billed platypus? I don't know. Why would they write that? Why would they write about a duck-billed platypus and the makeup of a duck-billed platypus? Okay, in order to give us information about that animal. Okay, so make sure that you guys are focused on, why do you think the author wrote the article? Is it to inform? Is it to persuade? Is it to entertain? The next portion is sum it up. You're going to use the BME strategy in this and the information you gathered above to create a summary of this article. It should be at least 3 to 6 sentences with proper grammar, spelling, and sentence structure. So if you go to the helpful resources, summarizing nonfiction anchor chart. Summarizing your nonfiction, you need to be sure that you are including in your beginning, middle, and end, you include the main idea, only important ideas, and use keywords and your words. You're not using the author's words, you are paraphrasing. So main idea, sentence explaining each subsection. So I broke that down for you. The beginning subsection, you're going to look at the introduction and give me a summary, the important information from the introduction. The middle section, you need to give at least 2 to 4 sentences from the middle section in your own words that describe what the middle section is about. Okay, so 2 to 4 sentences in this middle section. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is, fix that really quickly, okay, is the end, the conclusion. Okay, is the conclusion. So at the end of the passage is always the conclusion. You're going to give me a short paraphrasing of what the conclusion is about. So BME. All right, the next thing is your opinion. So if our topic was over the dolphins and dolphin hunting, so dolphins are your number 4 animal. If our article was over dolphins and dolphin hunting, you would give your opinion about dolphin hunting using the thesis statement from the article. So the main idea, the topic statement in the first paragraph, what is your opinion on this issue? What should be done? So you're going to go to your parrot passage, look at the first paragraph, and decide how you feel about that. What do you think should be done in order to save the parrot? Okay. Your last animal for this passage is going to be a squirrel. A squirrel. Please don't go squirrely on me. Make sure that you're typing in the boxes for each paragraph, okay, for each answer. Not paragraph, but for each answer, make sure you're sticking to typing in the boxes. Make sure that you're following instructions and make sure that you remember to go back up here and fill out the 5 animals that I mentioned in this video. Have a great rest of the week. I can't wait to see you guys soon.